Well, as usual, amazing. That's something I want to say, but I'm having a little bit pain in my stomach, and it's because of my
Hi.
own date. I ate too much. Yeah, actually, my brother, he's in paramilitary, so he has come here to like sort of summer vacations. Actually, it wasn't a big one. He used to,
Oh,
there is a thing of TD, like when there is a place where you need to be there to bring some kind of military equipments, tools, the communication tools and all. So
I
he was asked to deliver that thing to Delhi, and Delhi is pretty close to my place, like this hometown. So he just
oh
took 1 week leave just to be here, and he brought a lot of sweets. And
you.
all right,
Yeah, I can see
so
you
in
clear.
short, it's all about me eating way more than what I should eat. So no
Yeah,
worries. Oh, by the way, do you like sweets?
yeah. I have a sweet tooth there because I am from Bengal, so there are a lot of
Mhm.
sweets, especially rasgulla. Rasgulla is very famous here, so I love
Oh,
to eat that.
is it your favorite one?
Yeah, rasgulla is my favorite one.
There is one more thing. I visited a wedding, maybe I have told you, in Kolkata. It was in 2020. And there was a dish called rasam. It
Rasmalai.
was slight rasam. I'm
Rasam.
not sure whether it's a Bengali one. Rasam. Was it
Either
rasam
it will
or
be
was it?
rasgulla or rasmalai.
Uh, I'm not able to recall. Like the name was pretty similar. It was the first time I heard it, and I really liked that. Like whether it was rasam or something else, it was light brown and kind of
Light brown.
halwa.
Mm,
You know. Okay,
Gajar
let
ka
me.
halwa. I don't know.
No. It was a Bengali dish. Like you cannot find it in North India.
Oh,
Whether it was rasam,
lots
whether
of
it was
something.
something else.
Is it called
Okay, I'm not
lots of?
sure.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Hmm. And from there, I got to know about like there are two states in India. The first one, Rajasthan. Those guys, they are like crazy for sweets. And second one was Bengal. In Haryana, like people do like sweets, but they are not, like every day, hey, I want sweet. That's not the case here. Here, the milk products, it's like everyday thing. You take milk in breakfast, you drink milk in lunch, even in dinner. So it's
Oh,
like, and too much of ghee, the butter, like that's one of my favorites.
oh,
And
that's
churma, if you have heard about it.
churma.
Yeah, it's just
Mm,
like you crumble the rotis,
okay.
and you will put some jaggery when it is warm. So the jaggery will melt and you will just, make the laddu sort of things from them. Yeah,
I didn't try.
yeah because I guess it is limited to Rajasthan and Haryana, maybe some parts of Western
Maybe.
UP, but
I think
elsewhere
so.
it's not popular.
Yeah, because like in the market, especially I don't find churma.
Yeah, it won't be available there. If you try to make and sell it within one day, it will become bad.
Another
So,
part, but yeah, it's not usually
yeah.
available.
And one more thing, it needs a lot of ghee. So I'm not sure whether people from other states are habitual of ghee in large
Yeah,
quantities. But
consuming.
people of Haryana and Rajasthan, they can consume around 100 grams within a day. So it's not a problem
Oh,
for them. Yeah. Like
okay.
personally, I can take around 100 grams every single day and I won't get a bad stomach. But if there is a guy from other state and they are not habitual because our lifestyle is totally different.
Yeah,
So that's the
very good.
case. Anyways, so all right, like I was too involved in the personal talks, I will really forget about our topic and all. Okay, as usual, we got two options: either to talk about our topic or we can have a random chit chat as we were having earlier. So, which one would you like to go with?
Obviously, the first one. But yeah, we can proceed the session with the topic, and
Mhm.
also whenever we feel that we need to talk, then we can go ahead.
All right. But since we are talking about food, I'm interested in knowing one thing. Like here in Haryana, we usually do this. We skip the breakfast and we will take a brunch. Okay, instead of having breakfast and lunch separately, we will just eat around 11 or 11:30, just to compensate the lunch thing, and then we will have dinner straight away, or maybe in the middle, like around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. we can take the tea break, so snack. So is it like this kind of thing followed in your state?
Not at all. But yeah, I would like to know that what is the dinner time for you?
I'm sorry, like could you repeat the question?
I would like to know that what is the dinner time there usually?
It's not fixed. It depends on the location. If you are living in a city, then I would say it would be around 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. somewhere, between these 2 hours. But if you are talking about a village, and given the fact in Haryana, the 70% of the people they belong to the countryside area, so they have the rule of eating before sunset. So it's not about the time; it's about the exact time when the sun is setting. So it is said that like you should get done with the dinner before the sun
Yeah,
sets.
I had heard about that. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
and
great.
it was a
Yeah,
habit of old people because of the electricity thing. Not every village was having constant supply, so they just wanted to get it done quickly.
yeah, that's the main reason I think. And also, yeah, there is a good effect eating earlier.
And they used to eat just twice. Like there was no lunch. It was just breakfast and dinner. And even in the dinner, the most like the primary stuff was milk, and in breakfast it was curd. Like about curd, dahi.
God, yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't the sweet one like Misty Doi in your state. We just have the sour one. You just put some salt, or there is a thing called sea like it's a kind of lassi. When you take out the butter, whatever left in the container, it's lassi. So you can drink that like as a beverage. It's a popular one.
oh,
So because yeah,
that's good.
it's a hot area, so you need the cold stuff. And
Yeah.
people, not everyone was entitled to drink milk like in past. If I remember in my childhood, we used to keep the cow, and
Mm.
there was a buffalo, but not every family used to have that. Like they are just, I won't say too poor, but somewhat more involved in the agriculture and stuff. They don't, if you don't have too many members in family, around
Yeah.
six, so you cannot afford to keep an animal like cow and buffalo, because you need at least two guys to take care of them. So that
Mm.
was the condition. Okay, how
Oh,
about your state? Like, what do you think? How many people are involved in the agriculture and animal husbandry there?
yeah, in the northern part of West Bengal and sometimes in the southern part of West
Mhm.
Bengal, they are like they tend to work in the field and they grow a lot of like a paddy field. They have a lot of paddy fields in the middle of the
Okay.
West Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
And some people really like farming,
Mm-hmm.
and apart from that, we are known also like we like rice too much. So sometimes
Mm.
we eat rice with the curd along with
Oh, really?
some salt, some
Mm-hmm.
sugar.
I have heard about it. Like in Ayurveda, it is said to be kind of nectar. If you eat rice with curd, and there are other stuff like if you drink water before you are having your food, it's a nectar. Like the right word in Sanskrit is amrit. If you drink one glass of water before you are eating, just it's a nectar. If you are drinking water with your food, it's ananda, the enjoyment. And if you are drinking water after you are done with your eating, then it's a poison.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what
how
the text says. I don't know the
how much
concept
time?
behind it.
No, no, it's okay. I can second that. But I
Mhm.
have heard about that how after eating something like a lunch or dinner,
Mm,
after how
mm.
many times should I drink? At least 1 hour?
Okay, how much time? Okay, let me tell you a concept of grammar along with it. Because when you are asking about time, okay, use the much, because time is something you cannot count. If there is a quantity where you use the units, like time, it's measured in seconds. If you are talking about something to drink, so that's measured in liters. If it is like rice, you cannot count the grains, so it will be in kg. So that sort of thing goes with much, like how much rice, how much water, how much time. And the things which you can count, just let's say mangoes, apples, so how
Mango.
many.
How many? Okay, countable nouns.
Yeah,
We can
there you can
use
use
many.
many when you are making the questions. And if there are things which are measured, like in some quantity, in some units, like kg, liters, so they go with much, like how much. I'm sorry, I forgot the question. What was the question?
Yeah, yeah. It was like the when should I drink? After lunch,
Mhm. Okay, at least
after
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah,
At least 30 minutes. Like
at least 30.
in Ayurveda, we have the term ghadi, like after one ghadi, and one ghadi is around 24 minutes. So if you round it off, it will be around, like, let's say just 30 minutes just to be safe.
Okay. Yeah, that's the good information, I think.
Like there used to be the old style clocks. Have you ever seen the water clock, which we used to have in the earlier times? Like there was a conical shaped vessel, and you put water into that, and it will be like, drop by drop, it will be spilling in the container.
I
And once the water is completely drained, then it's one ghadi. Then you put the water again, and then you will measure it again.
no, actually, I have heard about that, and also I have seen
Mhm.
um, some. I have seen this in some movie, like cartoon, but
Okay.
I didn't use it. In,
In North India, we used to have that kind of clocks during the Rajput era. And I'm sure you're familiar with the hourglass, like the sand thing. 1 hour, the measure, you just, there is a sand in the upper cone, the upper
yeah, and
container, and you will just revert it whenever it's 1 hour, that thing. We call it hourglass.
I know that, but I didn't have it, and also I didn't like use it. But I know
Mhm.
the fund of this.
Yeah. So earlier, like in India, we had the time, we had the unit. It was ghadi. That's what 24 minutes. And in the West, I guess it was hourglass or hour. I'm not sure about that thing, but yeah, that's how we used to measure. And there are some people in the village, they will just look at the sky and they will tell you time just by looking at stars. I don't know why,
Yeah,
like, and they are pretty accurate. Like there is an old guy, and if even you go to him and ask him like, hey, could you tell me the right time, and if you match it, like it will be somewhere around within the accuracy of 2 to 3 minutes. At maximum there will be an error of 5 minutes. So you can just
wow,
imagine like the way they can guess the time just by looking at
that's
stars. Yeah. We
yeah,
cannot
that's
even
nice.
tell in the daytime.
That's true. Yeah, it's a really a great talent.
Mhm. Okay, how about let's talk a little about the city life and the village life. So you are living in a city, right? So have you ever visited to a countryside area, maybe your relatives or maybe like the grandfathers or grandmothers home?
Yeah, actually, no. Here I live with my grandmother in this
Hmm.
town. But I used to visit when I was kid. I used to visit
I have
my.
visited.
Yeah, I have visited, and also I was posted in the village area,
Mhm.
and the
So, what do you think? What is the major difference between like if you live your life in a city versus if you are living in a village?
um, of course there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages. The
Mm-hmm.
advantage I feel that there there is less crowd, like,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
also people are free to talk to you. The people
Mm-hmm.
are very helpful. I don't say that here the people are not helpful, but comparatively they are more helpful, and
Mm-hmm.
they will listen to your problem carefully.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
they have time for you to talk, and
Mm-hmm.
they are very simple. They lead simple lives, and they are happy with that. There
Mm-hmm.
is less expectation,
Okay. And what about the cities?
but they are and the cities like they are very busy with their work,
Okay.
and they are talkative, but they are less helpful
Mm-hmm.
comparatively the
Okay, hang on. There is a
villagers.
word you can use. You can say they have a hectic life. You know, kind of
Oh, they
messed,
have.
not really messed up. So it is somewhat similar to the busy life. Okay, when you have
Is
things going on and you are like, hey, I need to get done with this task, then I have another task lined up, and I need to get done with this one too. Where can you find that happiness? Will it be a village?
Yeah, hassle free life I want to lead. uh, it may be town, it may be village, but it will depend. But I want to actually I want to lead my life, or I want to retire my as a
Mhm.
happy person, and also I want to lead my the rest of the life happily. So it may be
Okay.
in the village, or it may be in the town, or it may be in the metropolitan city. But I want to go to the another planet happily.
Okay, okay. You don't need to hurry in that regard. You can just decide later when the right time comes. All right. So it is time to wind it up. So do you have any questions for me?
No, it was really fun to talk with you again. I think that it
Hmm.
is the same, right?
I'm sorry.
It is the second interaction with you, that isn't it?
Yeah, it is the second time we are talking. Like we
Hmm.
have talked one. Maybe it was in the last month. I don't remember. Somewhat around
Yeah,
20 to 15 days back. Like I'm not keeping the tabs on every single guy I'm talking here.
yeah, same
So
here. I have a memory like a Steve. I can't
yeah.
remember it.
No, the thing with me is like I will remember your face once I have met you. I will be able to recognize your face. Like, hey, I have talked to this guy. But probably if I just met for once or twice, I will forget your name. I will even
Oh,
forget like what job you do, where are you from. But I will remember the face and I will recognize like, hey, I
hassle.
know this guy. I have talked with this guy at least once. Even if I had talked with you, 5 years or 6 years ago, I will be able to recognize.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a
I have that kind of pictographic memory. That's what you say.
yeah.
Okay, so about regarding the feedback, as usual, you are doing well, and just work a little bit on the expressions. And one more thing, whenever you are getting stuck, don't try to search for a complex word in your mind. Just speak like whatever the simple version you are getting it. The problem is when you are thinking a lot, like when you start framing the sentence while you are speaking. So in case if you get stuck somewhere, you will start thinking about it and that will affect your fluency. So what I will advise you, start forming your sentence with around the verb, like the action word. When you are making a sentence, either you are telling about some action or you are telling about some fact. So when you are talking about fact, you already know the concept, then that thing won't be a problem. But whenever you are talking about an action, so start forming your sentence around the word. Okay, you just take the word in your mind, then you already know like how to form the sentence. Just pick up the subject, pick up the object, put it in the sentence structure, and then you will be able to speak like without getting stuck. 99% of the time people do stuck at the action word. So the best thing to do is start forming with the action word. Okay.
Oh, yeah, good.
All right, so I guess you enjoyed the session.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely, it's a pleasure, and hope to see you soon again.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for having me. Bye bye, see ya, have a nice day.